I am not mistaken, this is the JAMO S602. I'm not mistaken. A tiny little two-way bookshelf that, and I don't often say this, and maybe a bit low, high, we'll see, that needs a subwoofer. It's not a bad sounding speaker. There's something rattling in this one, I just noticed. That's probably just due to the filtering of the tweeters. Some tweeters respond a bit weirdly to that particular track. But it's not a bad speaker. It's pretty transparent, open, stereo imaging isn't bad. It's very energetic though. And because it's small, that's a lot, because you get all the highs and all the mids in a good way, but there's a lot of them. And then you get no lows, because it's just too small for that. And I guess if you place it just right, with the bass board, you may get a bit more low end out of it, but you're not going to get far below 80 Hz. So with these you actually really want a sub that starts at like 70-ish Hz. You don't want them to overlap, that doesn't work much very well. I think these have a pretty natural roll-off from what I can tell. So probably if you start at 70 Hz with a sub, and you go down to, I don't know, 40-ish or so, you should have a pretty nice sounding setup. These really ask for a sub. They're very well built, they're incredibly dense, they're very heavy, they feel like a brick, or two bricks actually. There's like no give in them at all, and they were not even expensive. They were like $150. It's a pretty well designed little monitor speaker with a soft dome tweeter and your little woofer with a, whatever this cone is called, I always forget. This is not part of the woofer, this is rigid and the woofer moves around it. Yeah, I do like them, but you do need to really use them as they are intended. So either as a small speaker that doesn't have any low end for like a detailed playback, or add a subwoofer, and I would opt for the latter. The JAMO S602 is definitely not the worst JAMO made. They are kind of nice little speakers. Something you may want to grab cheap and see if you can experiment with them in like a computer setup or a small room. Cool stuff. Nice as a monitor as well. I'm not sure how they do as near fields, but like tonal balance wise they're pretty honest. So could be a good one to play around with.